Speak about unbothered. I'm talking about unbothered, like you don't care. You don't listen, whether you're in a relationship or not. I'm not bothered by that. You know what I mean? I'm talking, hey, what's up, Stevie? You know, whether you are like whatever life is bringing to you, is like you are not bothered. Whoever wants you, that's their business. You are not bothered. Whoever want to be with you, you're not bothered. That's not your business. Whoever thinks you ugly ain't your business. Whoever thinks you're cute ain't your business. Whoever tell you all this stuff, it's not your business. And many people don't know how to be unbothered. Let me tell you this, right? A lot of people think, you know, I get some attention. Kirk, you get attention on TikTok. You get girls want you, women want you. Do you really think that? Do you really think I'm bothered by that? Let me tell you why people think that they want me. People think they want me because they see me in this role. They hear me speak. And they think they want me, thinking that this is who. Nobody knows me on here. Nobody knows me. You know what I show you. So for me to be thinking that that's going to my head because you think I'm attractive, you think I'm ugly, you think I'm fine, you think I'm sexy, you think I care about that kind of stuff? Do you think at this age of 40 years old, we've been doing the same thing? You know, we've been doing the same things all our life. Hey, JL, how are you? We've been doing the same things all our life. And the same things are what's bothering us. Why? You know what I mean? Why? Why do we care about who won? Why do we care? We've been having relationships all our entire life, and we're still looking for one. We've been having sex for the past 20, 30 years, and we're still being amazed by sex. We're still intrigued by sex. We're still just looking for sex and getting caught up with sex. People still getting caught up in not having somebody talking to them like this, somebody. You know, when you are unbothered, right? Hey, Baka, when you are unbothered, the stuff don't get to you that easy because you don't care about the outcome. See, one thing I have learned in my being grown is that I'm not attached to a specific outcome. See, many people are. Many people see the outcome that they want and they stick with it. Even though the outcome is not what they desire, they're sticking with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they want. And even though life is putting them in a different direction, even life is saying, go this way, turn left, they're still focused on that one specific outcome because they believe that they know more than life. They believe in their heart that they know more than life. They believe in their heart that they are everything and they know better than their spiritual guides or God or the universe. Listen, we gotta stop being so caught up in a specific outcome. We've been doing the same thing for our entire life, and we still are caught up with the same crap, the same type of men, the same type of women, the same type of behaviors, the same type of disappointment. When are you going to start being unbothered? I mean, seriously, when are we going to start being unbothered? Man, we are. People want us, we thinking that it's personal. So listen, people want you according to how they are. People want you according to how they feel. And people want you according to how they see you. People who want you sometimes don't even know who you are. But they're feeling something from you, so they want that. And then when you don't fit in that description, they dump you. If you're going to take people's, you know, if you're going to, and I was telling Crown Goddess, because she was talking to me, we had a conversation, and I see her point. And about 5 years ago, I learned if you take people's compliments and take it to heart, then you gotta take their criticism to heart. See, people who receive compliments and take it personal, you will actually take their criticism even when it's negative. If the compliment makes you feel alive, then their criticism will kill you. You know what I mean? So because people will compliment you according to how they feel. I mean, seriously, Ray Busy was good. Hey, Mama Val, how are you? Yeah, unbothered. I'm talking about living a life that you don't give a damn. I mean, don't get me wrong, you care about life. And it's the life. You know what? The book, The 5 Levels of Attachment, right? The book, The 5 Levels of Attachment, makes a good point. And if you haven't read the book, please read it. The 5 Levels of Attachment. It says sometimes if you just love the game of football, you know what I mean? You will go there and you will look at the game, who's playing. Whoever is playing, you look at the game. You're unbothered about who loses or who wins. And then when the game is finished, you're like, oh, I enjoy the game. And you go home. And then different A different level of attachment is when you want this team to win, and when the team don't win, you get discouraged, you get disappointed, and you feel kind of funny going home. The third level is when like you're looking at the game and you rooting for this team. You just rooting for this team. You start to cuss people behind you. You start telling people shut up, and because now you're focused on the team, not the game. You know what I mean? You focus so much on the team and not the game itself. You know what I mean? The fourth level of attachment is when you start wearing the shirt. You start to go every game. You will travel 100 miles to see that specific team wins. Hey, Fireball Rubies, you will go 100 miles to see the team play. You are patriotic. You wearing their jerseys. Don't let nobody talk crap about your game. The fifth level is when you will kill someone for your team. Listen, we focus on the team now, not the game. Some of us, we stop focusing on life. We focus on relationship. We focus so much on relationship. We focus so much on what we have or what we don't have. You stop focusing on the damn life itself. You're not focused on more on life. You focus on these things in the life that don't make or break anything. We focus on crap that don't mean nothing to us in the next 10 years. We focus on garbage that's pointless and powerless. We focus on things that don't matter. We focus on people's opinions. We focus on people's idea of us. We focus on our body image. We focus on how people speak on us. We focus on if somebody tells you that you're stupid. We focus on this. And then we forget that life is the focus. Life has no specific direction. Let life take you. So we continue to be bothered by everything because we are attached. Our levels of attachment to certain things, to a partner, to a husband, to a wife, to a girlfriend, to a boyfriend, to a job, to school. Our levels of attachment is so strong with these things that we let go of life itself, right? We let go of life itself. Life is everything. And we focus on one thing, and that one thing is keeping you bothered, giving you stress, ulcers. It's giving you all these things that it's making you stay up at night. It's keeping you just frustrated. It's making you mad and angry. And yet, we don't want to release that. We want to release life instead. What's the point? What is the damn point? Listen, you got to be unbothered. Why are we so bothered? We have everything that we desire on earth. We have everything here. We have everything in our reach. Everything you want is reachable. But yet we want that one thing or that one person that we can't control. We want that one person that we can't form according to our own minds and our own level of attachment. We want that one thing. We want that one thing in life that's making us, that's challenging us. Let me tell you something, right? Life is not about challenges. Life is about freedom. Many of us want to have challenges because we don't know how to challenge our own self. Having a man or a woman is not a challenge. It's not a challenge. To be with that man, that handsome man or that beautiful woman, it's not a challenge. It's just eating you up in the inside and making you work too hard and making you do too much and making you step outside of yourself for something that's not yours. People ain't yours. I mean, seriously, people ain't yours, but we want them the best looking female, the best looking male. We want this for what? It's for an ego. It's for an ego. It's just for an ego. We just want to satisfy that ego, that thing inside of us that we have no control over because we feed it. You know, the story of the man talking to his grandson. He says, son, I'm telling you right now, inside of you, there are two wolves. One who has love and peace and happiness and joy. One who wants that thing. And the other wolf, they hate and they want anger. And they want, they're frustrated and they just ugly. And his grandson asks him, but which one will win? The grandfather said, whichever one you feed. Whichever one you feed will win. It becomes stronger. Listen, we feed in our life. We're feeding. Listen, we feed. Right? Listen, we don't understand this, right? We're feeding the crap that we don't want to get bigger. We're feeding what's inside of us that we don't want to get. Listen to what I just said. We're feeding the wolf inside of us that we don't want to get better, that we don't want to get bigger. That's the one that we're feeding. You know how oxymoronish this is? You know how stupid this is? We're feeding our insecurities, but yet I'm insecure. We're feeding our body image, but yet we feeding, we hate our body image, but we feed it. We put the junk food in it. We disregard it. We put the alcohol and the poison and eat whatever we want to eat, and we poison it and expect to feel better. See what I'm saying? We're feeding our anger by we keep messing with people who makes us. We're feeding. Do you know how? You know how stupid this is, man? I'm telling you. You gotta feel love. You know how ridiculous this is? And so we stay bothered all our life. We just always bothered. Everybody could bother us. Everything bothers us. Everything frustrates us. Everything disappoints us. And yet we still do what we do. People want us. People who don't want us. Hey, Storm, how are you? People want us or not, it bothers us. People like you or not, it bothers you. People speak about you or not, it bothers you. People say this or not, it bothers you. You go to work, it bothers you. Why are we so bothered? Seriously, why are we so bothered? And let me tell you why we are so bothered. Let me tell you why we're so bothered. It's because we don't like what is inside. I read that book, Storm. That was one of my first books I ever read. But we are bothered is not because the outside things can't bother you. It's the inside. It's what we carry that bothers us. It's who we are that bothers us. It's what we think and feel that bothers us. It's nothing outside. But yet we just react. I was talking to my sister the other night, and I'm like, you react. Everybody says something about you, you want to react. Somebody says something to you, you want to react. Your boss you want to react. Somebody says something on Facebook, you react. Somebody diss you, you react. And you wonder why you're so weak. You are wondering why you are so weak. You are wondering why you are not at a place in your life where you want to be. You know what I mean? I wasn't calling my sister weak, but I'm saying the reason why you are powerless is because you're giving all your power away. I'm serious. Like, we're giving all our power away. So because we are so bothered. If you give away your peace, of course you're going to be bothered. You're giving away your peace. That's why you're bothered. And what you are bothered by is what is inside. What's inside is your insecurities, your anger, your frustration within your own self. It's not, people cannot bother you. It's like the weather. The weather is what it is. If you choose to be bothered by because it's raining, that's on you. If you choose to be bothered because it's storming, that's on you. If you choose to be bothered because hail is coming from the sky, that's on you. If you choose to be miserable and angry because it's too hot, that's on you. But some people are always bothered. And it's because it's not about anything else or anyone else. It's about you. It's about you. And as soon as you realize that, you start to just sit there in peace. No matter who, you don't care about who wants you, who don't want you, who's cheating on you, who's not cheating on you, who you with, who's lying to you, because you realize those people it don't make a difference whether they're there or not. Sometimes you got to realize that whoever is in my life, they could leave. And everybody is in my life don't need to be there. And the people that we want in our life sometimes is the one that our ego wants, not what the soul wants. Let me say that again. Hey, Kia, let me tell you this. A lot of times we want to satisfy that physical, that ego. We want to satisfy that. So we'll pick up people. We'll pick up people with where we at physically and mentally. And now when the people is no longer used to us, when they start to disappoint you and show you who they really are, no, you don't want to leave. Because you think that you should stay. So you rather be bothered. We get addicted to that bothered feeling. Seriously, like, we become addicted to being bothered because you start to think, that's just life. That is not life. Tisha, I love you too. I'm telling you. Hey, Kelly, thank you for passing through. That is not life. To be bothered is not life. You know what life is? Life is peace. Life is freedom. Life is just pure. Life is not good or bad. Life just is. So when you think, I got to deal with this, like people keep asking me, how do you deal with this type of people? Why do you want to deal with them in the first? How do you deal with a narcissist? Why do you want to mess up your spirit? Why do you want to screw with your spirit and your peace to deal with their demons? Why do we... Hear what I'm saying? Why do we want to mess up our peace, our love, our freedom, our good thoughts, just to mess? How do you deal with a man or a woman who's abusing you and disrespecting you? That's the problem. We're dealing with things that's bringing us. We're dealing with people that's just taking our peace. We're dealing with people that's giving us stress and taking our love. We're dealing with garbage. And then you want to ask, how do you, Kirk? Don't ask me those questions. Because those are stupid questions. We are too grown for that stuff. We are too grown. Don't come in my inbox asking me, Kirk, how do I deal with someone who keeps cheating on me? You deal with them by walking the hell away. That's exactly how you deal with them. Hey, Miss Elena, how are you? But yet we wanna deal with people. Why? Do you know there are more people in this world that you don't have to deal with, that you could just be with? You don't deal with adults. I'm sorry, you deal with kids. I don't deal with adults. I think one thing we miss to understand is that adults want to do things. People want to do what they want to do. Today I was looking at my daughter play. And my son. My daughter and my son was playing, right? Hear this right here. Hear this. Hear this right here. Hear this right here. Today I was looking at my daughter and my son play. And as I look at them play, I walk across the hallway, and then you realize, don't come in somebody's way when they're playing games, because you're gonna get run over. Think of what I just said. Hear what I'm just saying. Do not go in somebody's way while they are playing, because they will run you over. Listen to what I just said again. I don't think we're getting it. Cat Black was good. Listen to what I just said. Do not walk in somebody's way while they are playing. They will run you over, because the game is where they're at. Their head is in the game. Have you ever went to a football game? You go ahead and walk in the field and see what happens. You think that they're gonna stop playing because you walk in the field? Who are you? You ain't nothing special. Why would they stop? Why would they stop the game because of you? No. What you do, you wait until they stop playing. You wait until the game is over. That's when you walk on the field. My kids teach me so much about life. We want to go in somebody's way while they are playing games. And when you get walked over and run over, now you hurt. You taking time to heal. Oh my God, I'm healing. Healing from what? You should have realized and recognized that you was in a game. How don't you know when you're in a game? How don't you know when you are in a game? How don't you know? People are going to play whether you are there or not. People are going to play games. But since you like to be bothered so much, you stay in the midst of the game. You stay on the field. You're staying on the field because you like. It keeps you. People, you stay on the field because it keeps you aware. It makes you feel like you are living. It makes you feel like you are. That's life. So this is why we say this foolishness. Well, that's life. You know, you're going to get hurt. That's life. You know, you're going to get cheated on. That's life. You know, you're going to do this. That's life. No, you're in the middle of a damn football field. You will get broken. You will get concussions. You will get dealt with. I'm for real. You're in the middle of the football field. Why don't you walk off the field? I guarantee you will experience a different type of life. I guarantee you that you will actually experience a different type of life if you walk off the field. Because life on the field is not the same on the field. Life on the field is not the same off the field. It's completely different. How do you know when you're getting played? You could tell. Your spirit tells you. Your spirit always tells you. Like, Listen, when your spirit is feeling unbothered, it's something that's in your life that doesn't mean to be there. It's either you walk away from it or you stay bothered. You don't try to change the thing. We try to change the thing instead of leaving the thing. We're trying to change the thing to make you feel less unbothered. That's selfish. That's a stupid way of thinking. You don't change things. You leave things. You don't change. Why are you trying to change a thing for? The thing was how you met it. Just because you didn't look at the red flags and you felt insecure and lonely and you felt thirsty and you was hungry and you fell in a trap because you went to a grocery store hungry as hell. You went in a grocery store hungry, pick up some garbage, pick up some junk food, and now you think that I'm so attached to this, I can't stop eating it. It tastes so good. Man, please. That's why you stay bothered. Let me tell you this, man. When you are unbothered, the people that you attract are completely different. When you are unbothered, the people that come to you are completely different. Because when you are not so attached to I just want to have a relationship. I just want a relationship. I just want a relationship. When you are not attached to that nonsense, you don't really... Let me see. Let me look at this. Let me look at you. Well, let me see what you're doing. Let me observe you. Nope. Next. You know what? It's not even a next. I don't want a next. I'm unbothered anyways. It's not about the next. Because I don't want this one. Do you know some people? Let me tell you this. Somebody commented on my video the other day. And I read all my comments. Well, most of them. Except for the 8 hours one when I'm sleeping and people are commenting. I can't read all those stuff. But I read the comments when I'm awake. Somebody said this. We don't want to leave the people that we are with, right? People don't know how to love from a distance. I'm telling you. See, Mama Val, you are grown. So you understand the power of peace. You understand the power of being unbothered. You understand this because because you've been bothered for a long time. We all have. Until we learn that being unbothered is the key to success. It's your peace. People don't take away your peace. If somebody could take away your peace, then you never have peace in the first place. It's like people can't take away your love because you never had love. Nobody could take away your peace. If you have peace, nobody could take it away. But because once you have peace, you view everything from a place of understanding that I have my peace. And if I bring you in my life, it will make me not be at peace. So I'm okay. The decisions that you have when you are at peace is completely different. The decision that you make when you're at peace is completely different. Fireball rubies, I know you understand me. You've been married for many years. Now you're single and you're peaceful and you're happy. You know for a fact there's a level of understanding when you are in your peace. You don't give it up. You don't give it to the first person who come. You don't give it because you're not lonely. You've been at peace for so many years that you are unbothered. Listen, I don't care about your shenanigans. If I talk to you for a couple of days and you go, so you do something or you show up, I don't have no problem. Hey, somebody told me in my comment, like I said, the reason why we stay with these people for so long is because we don't think. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to how stupid this is. Not saying the person is stupid. I'm talking about this. Our thought process are so immature. She said, the reason why we stay with these people who abuse us, disrespect us, cheat on us, and do all these things for so long, sorry, it's because deep in our minds, we don't think the next person is going to be better. We don't think that we could find somebody. We don't think let me tell you this. You live in a situation doesn't have anything to do with possibly finding someone else. Let me tell you this. You live in a relationship has nothing to do with you maybe having somebody in the future. The problem is if you are not happy with this person and this person is not making you or keeping you in a place of peace, this person is taking away from your peace, this person is chopping away from your love, and this person is not making you feel loved and feel like inspiring you and motivating you, when you feel that, I don't care about if I ever find somebody else, I know for a fact this ain't mine. Let me say that again. I don't care if I don't find someone else. I know for a fact this right here ain't mine. Because if something is really yours, you're unbothered. If something is really yours, number one, you don't chase it. Let me say that again. If something is really yours, you don't go around chasing it. You can't chase what's yours. It's pointless. It's pretty stupid. If you have to chase it, it's not yours. Even money. If you gotta go chasing money, it's not yours. Because money chase masters. See, people chase money, but money chase masters. Money, listen, when you are a master, when you become a master at something, money chases you. I know many of us don't get the point. When you become a master at something, at what you do, the money gonna start chasing you. I don't chase money. Chase money for what? I don't chase people or money. Because when you are good at what you do, the money, hey, here you go. Money just showing up at your door. Because it's all energy. So whatever is yours, you ain't got to chase. Number two, if something is really yours, you feel at peace with it. What'd I say? What'd I say? If something is really yours, you feel at peace with it. I'm telling you, if something is really yours, you ain't gonna be worried about somebody taking it away, because somebody can't take away what's yours. So anybody taking away what's yours, so you ain't got to feel threatened by another person taking it away. You ain't got to feel threatened. You ain't got to feel bothered. You ain't got to be scared. Day trading, that's what I'm talking about. You ain't got to be worried. You ain't got to check nobody's phone or no. For what? See, we want to. This is what we do. This is how we make ourselves bothered. We want to pre-stop. See, this is what we do. We want to, what's the word? Proact. And do all these things to stop the person from doing what he or she wants to do. Do you know that a person has any right? A person, listen, this sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous. And I'm not talking about should or shouldn't. See, many of us, we're stuck in that, well, he shouldn't do this, or she shouldn't do this, or she should do this. Who cares about should or not? The point is, should or shouldn't, whatever should happens or shouldn't happens, it's not your business. It's not your place. That's just in your mind. It's not a reality. It's only your reality. Okay? It's only your reality. So people always commented on my videos, well, he shouldn't do this. Who cares about what shouldn't? What? The most important thing is that he did it. Or she did it. Who cares about should or shouldn't? That's your business. That's your own judgment. That's your own level of understanding. You can't tell people what they should or shouldn't do. So I'm telling you, nobody is obligated to stay with you. And instead of understanding this, we go around looking for things that they might have left. We're looking for breadcrumbs that they're dropping to make sure I could stop you before you cheat. I could protect myself. Let me try to protect myself, protect my feelings, and let's go out there, search emails, search texts, search phones, search cars before you cheat, so I could protect my feelings. You know what foolishness this is? You know how insecure and ridiculous this is? And you know what? We all do it. Many of us do it all every day. You want to protect yourself. I'm telling you, you're trying so hard to protect yourself. And instead of leaving the danger zone, you trying to be on a battlefield with an umbrella, thinking that nothing should fall on you. Listen to what I just said. I've been in combat 5 times. I'm loyal because I love me. That's a deep statement, right? She said, I'm loyal because I love me. Listen, I've been to combat 5 times. And no matter what, if I hear the whistle, that whistle. See, back in Iraq in 2006 or 7, when you hear that whistle, that means something, some missile, some bomb, something was so close by. See, when you hear that whistle, that means something was dropping right next to you, if not on you. See, when you hear that whistle in combat, that means it was too close. That means, hey, it's probably too late. When you hear that, all you hear next is boom. Let me tell you, when you're on a danger zone, it's never safe. I don't care where you are. Whether you're inside a building, whether you're inside of, it don't matter. Whether you're in a bunker, it's never matter. It doesn't matter when you're in a danger zone. See, some of us are in some serious danger zones in our relationship that we think if I could proact, if I could be a proactor and search for emails and texts before he or she steps out, then I would protect myself. You cannot protect yourself in a danger area. The best thing to do is leave the danger area. The best thing to do is leave but we are so attached to our danger area. We are so attached to a danger zone because now we have stayed in danger all our life, so we think that's all there is. Oh my God. We think this. See, a person who lives in those areas, they get used to it. That's life. That's not life. Life is different elsewhere. Life is different. Life is not this, all men are garbage. How can you say all men are garbage? Because you chose. Do you know when you chose your man or your woman? Think about it. When you chose your man or your woman, think about it. When you chose your man or your woman, he didn't put a gun to your head. And after he cheated and lied or whatever, and she stepped out, whatever they did, they didn't put a gun to your head and say, if you don't stay, I will shoot you or kill you. I mean, some people did. But the majority hasn't. So now you're blaming all men are garbage, all men are dirt, all women are hoes, all women are this, because that's what you attract. That's what you decided to be with. That's what you chose. Do you know you chose that? Ain't that something that you chose to stay? Do you know that people can't lie to you for that long without your spirit knowing? Do you know that people cannot lie to you for so long without your spirit? Sometimes, see, the unbothered I'm talking about is when your spirit is just shifting. It's just, what's going on? Something don't feel right. Like, I don't understand. What is it? Something ain't right. No. Your spirit start to change. You're feeling emotionally funny. Your peace start to chip away. Some of y'all never had peace. Listen, let me talk to you. Let me holler at you. See, some of y'all never had peace. Some of you all know is man and woman, sex, relationship, cuddle buddy. All you all know is being with somebody, always slapping boots, always trying to be validated by a man or a woman. All you're trying to do is validate yourself. All you are doing is trying to be with someone because that's how you feel wanted. Because deep inside, you don't even want yourself. Deep inside, you don't even think that you are worthy of being wanted by someone who's strong and charismatic and peaceful and love themselves and whatever else. You don't feel that in your spirit. So you just want to feel validated by being with someone. Some of you all have never found peace in your life because when you find peace, you ain't going back. When you find peace, you ain't going back. I promise you, nobody in this world could take your peace. I'm telling you, nobody, because when you find it, to give up your peace is to give up your peace. When you have a choice, oh no. You put a gun to my head, I might stay. But if it's a gun in my head, listen, I even if you put a gun to my head, I know what peace feels like, and I'd rather be dead. Man, you think I'm playing with you? You don't think I'm playing with you all? Nobody could take your peace. So we're talking about, I'm in a relationship and he steals my peace. He don't steal your peace. You give it up. Here you go to take my peace because you're still staying. People running over you, disrespecting you, cussing you, arguing with you. Every day you arguing. How can you love this? How can you love this? That's not love. That's attachment. You don't love that. You just get used to it. Listen, it doesn't matter. Many of us, we're trying to find love in the same place that took our love. We're trying to find healing in the same place that broke us. We're trying to find healing in the same place that hurt us. I mean, seriously. Hey, survivor. We're trying to find healing in the same place that broke it. We're trying to keep this relationship going. See, many of us, man, I just saw a comment. I was looking at one of my friend's videos, and it popped up that somebody commented on her video, on one of her videos, and she replied to it. But the comment says, this is why black women can't be get married because of some behavior. Let me tell you this. If you think marriage is the pinnacle of life, you're wasting your damn time on earth. If you think marriage is if you think relationship with a man or woman, an intimate relationship, is the best thing in life, you just lost the entire point of existing. If you think marriage and relationship in an intimate level is the best thing on this earth, you gonna do anything to... Listen, see, we think God is the most important thing, so we do so much to find God. You know, you want to defend God because you think that you can, or you think that you should. You want to cuss people out. People want to kill people for God because they think God is the most important thing in their life. People will do anything for God. Well, that's what they say, except being mentally and spiritually and emotionally and physically strong. Everything else they'll do for God, but they don't want to do themselves for God. Anyways, but if you think a relationship or a marriage, Lisa, if you think a relationship or a marriage is one of the most important things on earth, you're going to be a fool for it too. You're going to be a fool for it. You're going to set yourself up. You're going to attract that garbage. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to attract that garbage in life because anybody could trick your mind talking about, I prayed for this. I asked God for this. And we think God is responding with your prayer in a man or woman. You think really, like, seriously? I mean, seriously. If you think marriage and relationship, see, we believe in our heart that marriage and relationship is there. I'm looking for my king. What the hell are you looking for your king for? What you mean you're looking for your king? What you mean you're looking for a king? What you need a king for? You're already a queen. Who say a queen need a king? A queen have her own damn kingdom. What you need you've been leading yourself all this life. You've been leading yourself. You've been making the right decisions. You've been doing your thing. You've been struggling and you overcome this. What you need a king for? Most of these kings can't lead you into a damn better place. Most of these kings ain't carrying you anywhere. That's why you're still here, looking for the same crop that you have lost years ago. You ain't going nowhere with a king. You could go places if you just put your trust into yourself. Go to the place. That's like, I'm looking for my queen. To do what with? To do what with? What you looking for a queen for? To do what with? You think that's the best thing in life? Look for yourself. See, when you look for yourself, everything can find you. Let me see. Hold on. I think I just said too much. I think I just said too much now. Listen. When you look for yourself, Mama Bob, for real. When you look for yourself, everything else start looking for you. Man, see, many of us think that we found ourselves, but what you found is what you experienced. See, you found you after you're being disrespected and abused. That's not the real you. See, you can't... Now I'm about to go to a different level in this conversation, okay? Don't get mad at me. Don't hate me for saying what I'm about to say. And don't think I'm being rude. Okay? Please. Don't think I'm being rude. I don't think I'm judging or disrespecting anyone. But this is what I'm going to tell you. See, many of us think that we find ourselves. But let me tell you, you ain't found yourself. See, what you found is your past. See, what you found is who you... You can't find yourself in anger. See, you can't find yourself in messy situations. You can't find yourself in frustration. See, what you have found was a frustration. You still didn't find yourself. See, what you have found is those damn hurt and the unforgiveness that you have been holding. That's not you. See, what you have found is understanding that what you went through, that's not you. See, you have found your past situation. That's still not you. See, you can't find yourself under all. See, some of you ought to stay angry, and all you're gonna find is angry. Is anger. Some of you are so angry and hurt. That's all you finding is your hurt. You ain't finding yourself, because once you attach hurt to you, you ain't found yourself. Once you attach anger to you, you ain't found yourself. That's not you. The anger you is not you. See, the anger, see, you are who you were before you were unbothered. That's who you are. See, you think my experiences made you. Your experiences didn't make you. Your experiences were just experiences. You was already made great. You was already made powerful. You was already made by God's hand. You was already made complete. Your experiences, I changed because... No. You changed because that's what you knew. You changed because... See, you can't find yourself under a rock. You can't find yourself when you're angry. You can't find yourself when you're hurt. You can't find yourself when you're broken. You got to get rid of all them things. See, when you get rid of the anger, the disappointment, the hurt, the frustration, all those insecurities, all those desires and wants. See, many of us still, you think I am me because of what I've been through. Let me tell you what you are. You are an empty vessel. And if you choose to be the results of your experiences, then that's on you. I don't choose to be that. I don't choose to be a result of my I don't even like my past. If you don't like your past, right? Queen Leo was good. If you don't like your past, why would you want to be a result of it? If you hate your experiences, why would you want to be a result of it? If you don't like my energy, why would you want to match my energy? If you don't like what you're seeing, why would you want to watch me? If you don't like what you're hearing, why would you want to listen? If you don't like the way how you feel, why do you feel it? If you don't like the way you think, why do you think it? See, the problem is we think that we don't have choices. You think that you understand you. You think I am me. You're not you. You are what you created. What you created has to fall before you find the real you. It's funny saying that. It's funny saying. See, hear this right here. Let me say that again. I think that just went over your head. What you created has to fall before you discover you. See, the anger, the hate, and all these things have built you. You are the results of cheating, lying, disrespect, hurt, abuse, and this, and that's... And you built something based on that. You think that's anything to build? Come on, man. All you built was a prison that nothing could get to you. That's not who you are. You build a protection. That's not who you are. See, you think that you are the armor. You're not the armor. You're the person in the armor. There's sickness. Yeah, and I ain't talking about that extreme. I'm talking about the sickness, the illnesses that cause a person to not think for themselves. I'm talking about people like us, people who watch my video. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about I'm talking about the average person. We all could actually make choices. But some of us keep thinking, if I keep playing the same hand the same way, sooner or later, I might have a chance. Yeah, I'm serious. We think we might have a chance. If I keep doing this, one day something's gonna come. Stop living like that. That's a hard way to live. That's a very hard way to live. It's a disappointing way to live. It is very hard to live. Because every day you are disappointed. Every day life is shifting you. Every day your spirit is shifting. Because when that thing don't come, you're shifting. Sometimes you gotta take a leap. And the things that you have never done, do it. The things that you would normally do, don't do it. See, we want to do the same crap every single day, not realizing that you have listen, let me tell you something. Tomorrow morning, I want you all to do this. Tomorrow morning, can you all do something for me? Simple, very simple. But I want you all to remember what I'm saying now. As a matter of fact, by me saying it right now, I got 100. Well, this is 149, but I got a couple, maybe 600 people looking at me right now. I'm telling you right now. Try something tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. I want you all to go in the bathroom. Okay? Take up a toothbrush with your dominant hand. Look at it and say to myself, let me switch and do something different. Let me brush my teeth with a different hand. I want you all to actually, I want you all to realize that you always have a choice. Okay? I want you all, thank you so much for joining, Mama Val. Thank you so much. I love you too. Seriously, I want you all to take your toothbrush in this hand, switch it to the next hand, and use it. Because I want you all to think, I want you to understand, even though it's uncomfortable, at least I'm doing something different. Even though it might be uncomfortable to do, I want to do something different so I create a difference in my life. You can't do the same crap. Seriously, you cannot do the same crap. And you know why it's hard? Let me tell you why it's hard. It's hard because we don't put practice into it. If you do it one time and leave it alone, of course it's hard. See, many of us, we want to do what's natural to us, not realizing that the things that you do natural to you is the same things that you've been doing all these years. It hasn't worked. Sometimes you got to switch hands. Seriously, switch hands and start a new natural for you. Sooner or later, your habit is going to build over. Sooner or later, the habit is going to change. Sooner or later, you're going to start feeling comfortable with this hand. You all got to try different things. You are being bothered by every single thing. Seriously, you are bothered thinking that you don't have a choice. How can you? You are so relieved when you're mad to your dominant hand. That's how we feel when we go back to our exes. We feel relief because we feel like we're alone out there. See, sometimes we leave bad relationships, right? Seriously, all joke aside, sometimes, right? You always have a choice. Sometimes we leave bad relationships and we end up in the wilderness by ourselves. Our thoughts, we get scared. Oh my God, I'm alone. When you start looking at yourself as you alone, see, this is what bothers people. They get scared because they're not used to being alone. See, so being alone bothers people. Being alone bothers a lot of people. But let me tell you, some of us are not bothered by being alone. Some of us are more bothered being with someone. Seriously. Hello from Virginia Beach. How are you doing? Some of us think that being alone is the worst thing, but sometimes being alone is where you grow. Being alone is where you think differently and see differently. Being alone is where you are guided. See, being alone is when you depend on your intuition. Being alone is when you depend on the God inside of you. Being alone is what feeds you, make you see life in a different perspective. Being alone is what makes you open your eyes, actually. See, being alone is what makes you think. Now you're thinking. See, now you are putting thoughts. Because listen, when you are in the wilderness, you don't know anything. Everything is new. Everything is different. Everything is just fresh. So now you have to depend on the thing that you are scaring the most. You gotta depend on your intuition, the thing that you never listened to, so you don't know how to. See, you will learn how to read your intuition when you're by yourself. See, many of us never by ourselves. Many of us never by ourselves. Hey, CPG, how are you doing? Many of us never in the wilderness. Many of us always want to be around people. So we stay bothered. The key in life is not to be bothered. If a man or a woman wants you, don't be bothered. If somebody don't want you, don't be bothered. If somebody cheat, don't be bothered. If you're with someone who's doing this, don't be bothered. What you do is, the number one key to be unbothered is to leave every situation that's causing this bothered in your spirit. Especially until you grow to a point where you have actually realized that your peace is the most valuable thing that you have. And when you get to the point, then you could bring people back in your life. You start to work again. Because nothing outside could bother you once you're unbothered. There's nothing outside that could bother you once you choose to become unbothered. Once you have practice and once you have mastered the ability to be unbothered, nothing could bother you. See, many of us ain't ready for relationships because you are too easily bothered. Seriously, you're not ready for a relationship because everything bothers you. You expect somebody to love you so much. You expect somebody to give you all this attention. You expect somebody to cater for all your needs and be your everything and do this. Listen, you expect somebody to disrespect you. Some of us in relationships and we keep being taken advantage of and being hurt and being disrespected, and we stay, not realizing that when you're unbothered, it's a whole different world. Oh man, I'm telling you, many of us don't even understand this because we have always been bothered. So we end up in situations where being bothered is just a regular thing. That's life. You're crazy as hell. You think? Listen, I made a video the other day, and my video said, when someone knows, in a relationship, when someone knows, right? Lisa, when someone knows they only have one chance with you, let me tell you, right? Listen, when somebody knows, okay, like for instance, let's say you got a good job. And you see, we think men are stupid, right? Let me tell you something. When a man knows he has a good job, right? A lot of times, when a man knows he has a good job and a good position, you know he's always on time to work. You know he don't argue with his boss. You know he don't come late. You know he don't do anything crazy. You know he don't fight at work because he knows you screw up once and you lost this opportunity. Let me say that again. I want us to think about this. When you know you only have one chance at this thing, one chance. If you lose this chance, that's a wrap. People will actually behave themselves. People will actually approach you differently. People will come to you differently. They come to you with reverence. They come to you humble. They come to you recognizing that what you come with. They come to you at, listen. I don't want to screw this up. See, the problem is you all think men are stupid. So you keep giving me chance after chance after chance. And the more chance you give me is how I learn how to manipulate you even more. I know how to manipulate you based on the amount of chances that you are willing to give. Because you have created in your mind a desired outcome. Let me say this again. You have created in your mind a desired outcome. No matter what, I want us to be married. I already chose you. That man ain't chose you. Because if he chose you, he won't do that. See, when somebody chooses you, they don't upset your spirit. I don't understand why we gotta speak on these things at our age. If you are 35 or 40 and above, raise your hand. If you're 40 or above, raise your hand. If you're in the 40 group and above, raise your hand. I'm gonna have 35 and above. Go ahead and raise your hand. 35 and above. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. 42. That's what I'm talking about. If you're 35 or more, raise your hand. Seriously. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I have a whole lot of us here. I'm talking to grown people. We all grown here, right? We all grown. We all grown here. Yeah, that's what grown people. So we never have to talk about this again. We ain't gotta talk about this. Look at these grown people. We're grown. That's what I'm talking about. If you're 35 or more, put your hands up, because then you realize that people ain't stupid. 19? What, a 19-year-old here? 21? Oh, man. Oh, we got some young ones, too. I ain't know young people listen to me. We're grown in here. And we still experiencing things that we did at 19 and 20. God, man, I got some young ones, too. You all listen to me at this age, though? Seriously? I got 20-year-old. No, you ain't 16. I got young people listening to me, too. Man, my message must be good. But seriously, we too old to be experiencing the same crap the 19, 20-year-olds are experiencing. Oh my God, we have some young ones. Why you on it? Hey, Curvy, how you doing? I got some young men. Okay, I thought I had like 40-year-olds and above, 30, maybe 30 and above. I didn't know I had 20s, 19s and stuff in here. See, listen, for the youngins in here, I need you all, right? I need you all to listen to what I'm saying so that you won't get like me. Because I learned this in my 30s. I learned this crap in my 30s. We focus on relationships so much that we miss the money. We miss that self-knowledge. We miss the wisdom. We miss the lesson. We miss everything because we're chasing relationships. We're chasing sex. We're chasing companionship. We're chasing everything that doesn't benefit us. I want you all to realize that what you want or what you are at 20 is not what you're going to be at 40. So the people that you have in your life at 20 is not going to be the people that you need at 40. I promise you this. Do not seek relationship until you become what you want to become. This is what I have learned. Because when you seek relationship before you become what you want to become, when your energy shifts, you're going to want something different. You're going to attract different things. Listen, I wish I knew this. I got married when I was 19, 18, I got married. What the hell was I doing? Thinking that I knew what I wanted. At 19, 18, I got married. What the hell? And now at 40, listen, man. If you listen, what you want at 40 and 50 is not, when your energy has become peace. Let me tell you this. You cannot look, again, my biggest analogy, you cannot go to the grocery store while you are hungry. And I could put it in a place that you cannot look for a relationship while your spirit is not completely one with yourself yet. You're married 19 too, right? I'm telling you, you cannot, if you're not one with yourself, if you still have insecurities and anger and frustration and all these things, don't seek relationship. You seek help. Seriously, don't seek if your spirit is bothered. If you're not in tune with yourself, if you don't love you, if you don't cherish you, if you don't admire you, if you don't put you as your damn priority, don't seek nothing else until you get to the point. Because when you get to the point is when you start to attract those like you. That's what you need. That's what you should have. Because a lot of times, where you're at, you will attract where somebody else, you will attract exactly where you're at. You attract your mirror. You attract them just like you. See, many times we attract into garbage because a lot of times our minds are garbage. We still have doubts. We still have crazy belief systems. We still have crazy values. We still have crazy insecurities. We still have crazy thoughts and imagination. And we attracting that's just like us in the same frequency. The person ain't just like us in the things that we do, but their frequency is just like us. The frequency is just, we're vibing on the same frequency. You understand me? I understand you. But 10 years from now, when you have grown, 10 years from now, when you have become enlightened, 10 years from now, when you become inspired, 10 years from now, when you watch one video and you realize, hold on, I don't like who I am. Let me try to switch. You know what? God dang it. Let me try to change who. You know what? It's time that I grow. When you realize that you're in a work that you don't like, when you realize that you're in a situation where you don't like, you start to shift. And when you start to shift and your partner is looking at you like, where you going? Where you going? Why are people so easily bothered? People are easily bothered when they don't like where they're at in life. That's simple it. People become bothered when they don't like where they're at in their life. And everything reflects that. If somebody live it tall, they see it up. Oh my God! If somebody think, oh my God! If somebody do this, oh my God! I can't believe. People are bothered by the only you can bother you. Again, one of my favorite quotes by Winston Churchill is that if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can't do no harm. If there's no enemy within, the enemy inside and the enemy outside can do no harm. The enemy is within yourself. The enemy is in your mind. The enemy is a place where you don't want to be. The enemy is your insecurities. The enemy is how you feel, why you feel, your trauma, your past situation, your unforgiveness, your anger, you're frustrated. This is why many people are easily bothered, because they're at a place where they don't like. Know thyself. Many people are in places where they hate. They hate being in their own minds. They go to bed thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I can't believe. Still angry. Still holding unforgiveness from years ago. Still ain't forgiveness. So of course you're unbothered. So it's not the people outside that bother you. It's where you're at. It's where you're at. It's you don't like you. And you think it's me that you don't like. It's not me. I haven't done anything to you. It's you. If I leave the toilet seat down and you are so bothered by that, you gotta check the damn reason. It's never what you think. It's never what you think. I'm telling you. Same reason why we stay in crappy relationship. It's not really what we are too focused on our outcome. We meet somebody one day. Somebody told me in my inbox the other day, why do people go on dates, on the first dates, and not loving, and then just don't call you back, especially after you like them, you go on a first date with them, and what do people cause you to feel for them? One date could make you feel that much about someone else? What the hell is going on? Listen, you have the right to not talk to who you want to talk to. You have the right to leave any relationship. You have the right to say, I'm done. You have the right to walk away. Many of us, if I leave, I'm going to feel guilty. The more you stay in a troubled relationship, thinking about if you're going to feel guilty, is the more you're going to suffer. How do you check yourself to get to the bottom of the annoyance? How do you check yourself? Is that you got to look in your life and see what is off balance. Sometimes it's your whole childhood. Sometimes this go back years ago. Sometimes this is going to take some time to explain, so I'm not going to get into it. But sometimes you got to go back to as a child and figure out what triggers you or what you experience that caused this unbalance. Sometimes you got to look at your relationship and see why. See what I'm saying? Because people are just not just like this for no reason. I don't care what you do. Me unbothered? No. If I'm unbothered by your actions, listen, I got to check myself. When I was in Korea a few years ago with my soldiers, when it was 2015, and I was getting to I had changeover from my regular thinking to my enlightened, because I started my journey, but I had started already. And I told one of my soldiers, listen, if you hear me cussing, I never really use the F word and stuff, but if you hear me like using words that's not, that I would use regularly, check me. Even though you are my soldier, even though I'm an E7, I was an E7 then, and you are a private, I want you to check me. I want you to tell me, Sergeant, listen, you getting off. And every time because people walk in my office and just trip. And sometimes you gotta lift your pants up and be a boss, because other soldiers will actually take advantage of you. Other leaders will take advantage of you. And sometimes they get the best of me. I give them my best. So every time, and then when I was bothered by something that triggered me, but when I come in the office, I would just shut up, sit down. Hey, you don't. And he would say, Sergeant, you are off balance. Caught myself, because sometimes when you're off balance, you don't even know, because you stuck in the character. Now you are in the character, and you're like, so you just going. The character is just you acting out the scene in your head. You acting out, and you don't even realize that you have changed characters. Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing. I mean, seriously. Thank you so much, Life Garden. Thank you so much. Sometimes we change characters and we don't even know. So sometimes we accepting things and we doing things and we speaking things. And so he always tell me, Sergeant, you are off balance. And I'm like, oh, gosh, I didn't even realize this. Thank you. And I will go somewhere. I will sit in peace and I will figure out, why am I tripping? Why am I angry? Because you cannot anger me. It's me having to be anger. It's something inside of me that's off. What is my energy off? I'm telling you. See, those are the folks that you need in your life. You need those. You don't need the people who tell you, yes, cuss her out, give her a piece of your mind. You don't need all the crap, because you're going to keep being unbothered. You keep giving people, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, man? You keep giving people a piece of your mind. After a while, you end up with no mind at all. If I keep giving you a piece of my mind because I feel like you deserve it, then I'm giving you my mind. I'm giving you my power. I'm giving you my energy. I'm giving you my strength. I'm giving you something that I need. To hell with you. I'm not reacting to you. And the less I react to you is the less you bother me. See, people think that it's you're weak because you're timid, and you are weak because you are quiet. Being quiet is not a weakness. Being quiet in this world today where everybody wanna be this and be that and say this and act out and do the things. Being quiet is a strength. Being quiet is a strength that many people don't have. See, being quiet is something that many people can't do. Being quiet, you gotta be humble sometimes. You know how much humility it takes to be quiet sometimes in this world, especially now, especially when they're getting on your nerve, especially when they're talking, disrespecting to you, disrespectful to you, especially when they're just annoying you. Being quiet means I see you, and I know you're mad at something. It's not me you're mad at, so I can't take it personal. You know what I mean? It's not me that you are mad. It's not me that you hate. Because hate me for what? Because if you hate me, you can't. Number one, you cannot hate me because I am you. You know what I mean? You cannot hate me because we are one. If you hate me, you hate yourself. Because I hate is I hate. That means I hate. Hate I. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hate. You cannot hate me. I guarantee you, it's impossible for you to hate me. You only hate. You just hate. I am angry at you. You cannot be angry at me. The key word is I am angry. You're just using me for your excuse. I hate you. You cannot hate me. You're using me as your excuse for hating. See what I'm saying? I resent you. You cannot resent me. You carry a resentful energy. So regardless if it was me or someone else, you will still be resentful. Because it's inside of you. You cannot hate me. So when I realized this, it's how I dealt with me. You bother me. You don't bother me. I have to be bothered. I am bothered. I'm making an excuse on you. I'm putting the blame on you. I am this. The first word is I am. This is my state of being. I am. See, I am is a state and a power. So you got to recognize yourself. So how do you stop being unbothered? Because you're being bothered don't have anything to do with me. See, some of us, I was talking to my queen goddess, and I think she was saying, I mean, she was just making a point. She was saying that, I'm attractive. Kirk, you are attractive, and you speak good words, and you speak good stuff, and women want you. I'm like, women want me? Women don't want me. Women just want something that they see on their screen. You don't want me because you don't know me. Plus, you wanting me is you. It's not even about me. See, so I cannot allow that to bother me. Who wants me or not, I cannot allow it to overpower me. Because now my ego is just, I don't want that ego crap no more. That ego, I lived with it for many years. That crap is destructive when you don't have it under control. That stuff is destructive. That stuff will make you feel like something that you're not. When you get attention and stuff, that stuff will, I don't want that stuff. That stuff is too much. So she was saying, Kirk, women want you, women, I could care less. That's not my business. You wanting me is all according to how you feel today. Because tomorrow when I say a different truth and you don't agree with me, all of a sudden I'm stupid. So then if you think I'm stupid tomorrow, I can't take that personal either. Because I didn't take it personal when you liked me. So I can't take it personal when you hate me. Because in all reality, if you like is I like. Is you. You like you. If you hate, is you hate you. Find things to love. Find things to like so that you keep feeding up yourself with that good energy. You know what I mean? Find things to keep loving. How do you build love? You find things to love. Love the tree. Connect to the sunlight. Connect to the damn horizon. Connect to the ocean. Connect to the earth. Connect to people. And then when you connect so much, you start to build that love inside of yourself. Because once you take that connection and the love from the tree, you take it from people, you take it from the animal, the cat, that child. When you take these things from these sources, it builds up a love inside of you that you desire and you need. So now I'm saying, if you don't love and you hate and you disrespect and this, how do you stop being unbothered? You realize that people are going to do what they got to do. People are going to do what they want to do. And people are going to do what they feel like doing. And nothing has anything to do with you. That's like somebody said, I heard a man on a show said, you made me cheat on you when you did this. Really? This is what I made you cheat on me? No, you cheat because you wanted to cheat. It sounds good though. I mean, seriously, like it sounds good, but you're an adult. Nobody make you do anything. So I made you get a job. I made you do this. No, you do what we're in your state of mind. If that's the game that you play, then that's what you do. If my action causes you to do something, if my words causes you to do something, then you are not self-complete. You are not complete in yourself, because you should have no power over me. If I want to do something, I do it for my own will. This is where we need to get to. Many of us don't get to that point. Many of us don't get there. Many of us don't want to get there, because we rather push the, you made me do this, you made me step out, you made me do this. See, the woman I have, or the woman I will have, or the woman in my life, I can't even go to her and tell her sorry for doing this or doing that. I wouldn't be able to, because in all honesty, I do what. See, when you become enlightened, when you start to realize that you have the power inside to say yes, say no, to do or not to do, when you realize that it's you who's doing it, because you doing it because of you, you can't go to a woman and tell her, hey, sorry, hey, why your screen wet, hey, sorry, hey, I didn't mean to. Then how am I enlightened? Wait, what? You, Kirk, you sorry? You know better. Let me tell you something. 90% of men or women know better. But the people that in their life, they know that they know better, but they are attached to a specific outcome. That's the one they want to marry. That's the one that they want. That's the one, because you are so attached. I'm from the Caribbean. I have learned. This is how I keep my peace. I'm going to tell you all my secret. This right here, I'm going to tell you, it cost me about $50,000. Jeremy, for real. This cost me about $50,000 to learn. And I'm giving you all for free. Stop being so attached to a specific outcome. Simple. Yet so profound. You don't even understand. See, you don't understand it until you start doing it. See, many of us, we are too focused on the desired outcome. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher. But life is showing you something else. Life is telling you you are stressed. Life is telling you you are being disrespected. You are not wanted as a teacher. You are not this. This is not where it is calling you. If it's bringing you pain and chaos, it's not it. This path. Listen. Stop being so obsessed with a desired outcome. If the outcome is causing you too much, your bodily pain and mental pain, your spiritual stress, and you're becoming a person that you don't like just to get it, it's not for you. It's not for you. So how do you become unbothered? Let me tell you. Just live. Just live. Because I'm telling you straight up, what's for you ain't leaving. If you just live, whatever come, you're going to say, come on, I welcome you. And whatever go, you're going to say, go, it's okay. I wish you off with love and peace. I send you love and peace. It's that simple, Jeremy. It's that damn simple. We fight. We resist too much. You build up resistance. When you build up resistance towards life, understand this. We are 40 years old and 50 years old and 60 years old. Some of us are 20 and 30 and 40 years old. We don't know life. We don't know. This life was before us millions of years. This life was before. We want to take all this life, I can't even explain what life is because it's too much. 19, man, Stormy, 19, and you ready to pull off now already? And you on a path of some stuff right there. We want to take this life and we want to control it and mold it to us what we desire. We want to take this life and mold it in a place and put it on us, and we want to fight and struggle and be scared and worry and stress just to keep it. Why don't you just let life just... And I ain't talking about saying life is just, random events. Life is not, number one, nothing is random. There's no random thing that happens. There's no damn coincidences. There's no randomness. But if you just let life, then you would be loving and peaceful. You would just be so pure and sweet and honest, and you would just be living the perfect life. That if you are living like that, nothing, those bad things are beneath you. You walk on those things. See, listen, when you are a low vibe and a low this and a low thing, see, low things walk over you. Let me say that again. If you are vibing low, you're always angry. You're always you're unsatisfied. You're always miserable. You're always just mad, and you're always living in doubts, and you're always unforgiving. You're always living in a state of guilt. You're always living in just you're still carrying the past, and you're still carrying this. Let me tell you what happened. You're gonna be so low that everything walks over you. Everything gonna walk over you because you are vibing low. So everything goes over your head. Do you understand this? Everything goes over your head. Everybody step on you. Everybody walk on you. You become just a mat. You cannot attract the things that you desire in life when you vibing that low. People are just walking over you. People just want to use you just to get higher. People use you just for sex. People using your body to just get it off. People releasing off of you. People just want to use your body to just do stuff on your legs. People want to use your energy just to make themselves feel more powerful. They don't want you. When you vibing low, it's not the time to seek relationship. Listen, when you vibing low, you need to go and heal. Raise your vibrational frequency. Eat better. Walk in the sunlight. Go amongst the trees. Go amongst the ocean. Go amongst people who are positive. Go around speaking to life to people. Go around feeling blessed. Go around connecting to God. Go around trying to get rid of the anger and the frustration and the misery. When you vibing low, you have to raise your frequency. The problem is we can't raise our frequency. People keep walking over us and we thinking everybody is just liars. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna ask some dumbass question? Is there any loyal people? Is there... Yeah, go hug a tree, right, Lisa? For real. Is there any loyal people there? If you're in a listen, if you're in a bar where everybody drinks, if that's where your mind is, and that's where you physically are, how are you gonna ask me, are there any sober people? Get out the damn bar! You're in a bar asking for sober people, and there might be one or two. Don't get me wrong. There might be one or two there who not drinking, who just there, just to make sure somebody gets home safe. But you're in a bar looking for a sober person. Stupid. Are there any loyal person? No, it's just you. You're the only loyal one. It's just you. Okay? You're the only loyal one here. Are there anybody else who love? No, it's just you. No, you're the only one. Is there people that still love unconditionally? No, it's just you. Nobody else have any kids that they love unconditionally. Nobody have any parents that they love unconditionally. Nobody has any relationship or a partner that they love. No, it's just you. You're the only one capable of it. It seems like you're the only sober one in the damn bar. Why don't you leave the bar? Maybe when you leave the bar, you might meet those people that you desire. See, we're staying in the same comfort zone, doing the same city crap every single day and expect... I'm done. I don't get it. Ask me some dumb question. And why did they ask me those questions? Do I look like I could answer those questions? Why do people ask me this question? Is there any healthy men? No. Your father was the last one. Your father was the only one that lived. Your grandfather was the only one that was healthy. Your grandfather was the only one that treated his woman with respect. That's it. It's done. God left you here to suffer. God just left you here with all these incompetent, broken, sad, miserable men. Because for God so loved the world that he gave all the men away. So women can suffer. Come on, man. You are asking a stupid question. Why don't you change your scenery? Change your stupid type. The stupid type that you have ain't working for you. Can't you see that? See, but you are so attached to a specific type that you're missing every other damn thing. See, it's like religion. If you're stuck in a specific religion, you miss knowledge from every other religion. I mean, from every other angle, from every other area, from every other truths and tradition. You miss all the other knowledge because you're stuck on this one. Not realizing that maybe I need to open up my mind. And when you open your mind, you're like, oh my God, I never knew this. Oh my God, oh my God, I never thought about this. Because you've been stuck on one. You've been stuck on one silly crap forever, thinking that this is your one path to righteousness, thinking that only one window that leads you to heaven, thinking that only one place, only one. I look at the sun right there. Where's the sun? The sun is somewhere. I look at the sun, and you know the sun. You get to the sun. I mean, if you look at how the sun is positioned, you could get to the sun from so many angles, so many positions, so many routes. My route is not the only one. Yet we take all. Are there any loyal men still? No. Stop looking. Go ahead. Stop looking for them. Matter of fact, the people who think that way are the ones who can never find one. Because if you don't, how can you find that which is not available? How can you find that which you don't think exists? How can you find that which you cannot see in your mind? How can you find something that you have that you think is not there? Does that make sense to you? Because what you seek is seeking you. And if all you're seeing is anger and misery and all this crap, that's what's going to come to you. If that's all you see, that's going to come to you. But when you see the love and the peace and the joy, whatever don't look like that, you don't even pay. Let me keep my eyes focused. Up, move. I'm not even. Oh, I don't even recognize you. Move. Listen, if you keep focused on anger and pain and hurt and all this crap, they're gonna come. Listen, that's what you're drawing to you. But when you focus, hey outlaw, how you doing, girl? But when you focus on what you want to focus on the love and the peace and the joy and the happiness and the unbotheredness, you start to move things out your way. No, move. No. It's not you. No, it's not you either. No, it's not you. Oh, that's it right there. Move. See, many of us, we go to the first one that seems available. See, just because you don't have a job, right? Just because you don't have a job doesn't mean that you go to the first one that hires you. Let me say that again. See, some of us, we go to the first one that pays us attention, or the first one that pays us money, or the first one that shows interest in us, or the first one that, I don't know what the hell they do. But we go to the first one. We go to the one that shows us attention. Oh my God, he showed me attention. Oh my God. But if it's not what you manifested or what you desire, then leave it alone. Leave it alone. Seriously, leave it alone. Relax. I don't deal with Scorpio. I don't deal with zodiac sign, but I'm a Scorpio. I don't deal with zodiac signs though. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Instead of holding out for what we deserve. Yeah, I'm telling you. Because many of us don't even think that. Many of us, to be honest, many of us have so much guilt in our heart. Seriously, all joke aside, many of us did things from our past and things from our past experience and did things to people or things to ourselves or allowed things to happen in our lives and allowed things to happen. And we have developed so much guilt. Once you develop so much guilt, literally guilt holds you back from what you deserve or what you feel. Because once you're holding on to guilt, it's telling you, I don't deserve better. Think about it. If you have the guilt, then you're expecting punishment. Seriously, if you holding on to guilt, sooner or later you expecting punishment to happen. Many of us, this is a very unconscious thing that we do. This is a very unconscious thing. But let me tell you what we do. Many of us don't love ourselves. We don't like ourselves. We don't even respect ourselves. But let me tell you, the danger in not having or understanding your worth or your value, the danger in not loving yourself is that the people that you're going to meet in your life is going to be people who feel the same way about you as you do. See what I'm saying? Because they're going to see what you see. See, before I fell in love with myself, before I fell in love and see my worth and my value as a man, and I'm saying this even as a man, because men don't talk like this, but I'm saying this as a man. Before I understood my worth and my value, I had to go off of your value and how you treat yourself, and how you love yourself, and how you spoke about yourself, and how you carried yourself. This is what taught me your value. See, now I'm enlightened, so now I know your value is as high as mine. I know for a fact I am you and you are me. So I have to see myself valuable, and if I see myself valuable, damn it, you must be too, because I'm no different from you. We are the same. We are one. So now, if I'm valuable, the same hand made me is what made you. The same God that made me made you, no matter what you believe, no matter what it is. We are the same, come from the same source, and have the same source running through our veins. So now that I'm enlightened to that knowledge, I have to treat you accordingly to as how I treat myself. I gotta give you love. I gotta give you respect. I gotta invest in you. I gotta show you this. I gotta show you that. I gotta bring you out. Because I know that I gotta bring myself out. I know I gotta water me. I know I gotta put fertilizer on the ground. I know I gotta clear the path of destruction for myself. I know I gotta be at peace. So therefore, what I bring to you is the same thing I bring to myself. Because we have the same value. But before I had this understanding, I went off of what you showed me. Think about it. Before that, I didn't know my value. So I looked and paid attention to what you accept. What behaviors you accepted. What did you do? How did you speak of yourself? How did you show yourself? How did you display yourself? How did you talk about yourself? How you felt about yourself? I had to look at you so I could understand this. So I treat you accordingly, because I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know how to treat you. I didn't know how to treat myself. I abused myself. I slept with everything. I disrespected myself. I hurted myself. So why won't I hurt you? Why won't I hurt you? If I keep hurting myself, that means you just get in my way. You're going to feel hurt. Don't get in people's way while they are playing their games, because they will run over you. I was playing a game of, I don't even know myself. Some of you, I don't know yourself either. No, don't get it wrong. It's not just men who don't know themselves. Because if a woman knows herself, and she loves herself, and she respects herself, and she understands herself, and she understands her peace, and she understands God, and she understands that she's connected to God, and she understands her worth and her value, that she is made by God, she don't put up with us. She don't put up with the Satan now. Let me tell you something. Let me go one step even farther. I don't mean to talk about relationships, because I think relationship sucks. I mean, I don't think it sucks. I think that it's not as great as everybody seems. A relationship only mirrors you. A relationship only mirrors you. A relationship will tell you about yourself. It's not to be so excited to be in. It shows you about yourself. A relationship really teaches you about you. That's what it does. Everybody just want one because it brings them happiness. No, you bring you happiness, and now you see how happy you are based on your reflection. Boy, what I just said is just so deep. I gotta put it in a book. It's time to write this damn book for real. I gotta write this damn book. I gotta write this damn book. It's time to write a book. I'm telling you, we're here looking for happiness in relationship. Not realizing if two unhappy people come together, how the hell can you create happiness? How can unhappy and unhappy create happy? Makes no sense. Gotta write a damn book. I'm telling you. We're unhappy. Insecurities unhappy. Oh! Happiness? No. It don't create happiness. It creates chaos. It creates more insecurities, more doubts, more pain. Let me go one step deeper. Some of y'all can hate me for this. Some of y'all gonna hate me for this. Since a relationship is only showing you about yourself, when you see how ugly it is, why do you stand? Why are you standing in it? I mean, seriously, like, When you recognize how ugly you are, you don't fix yourself in it. You don't. Sometimes you have to leave your environment, go and study somewhere else and come back home. Seriously. Sometimes you have to leave your environment and come back when you've grown. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. See, some of us think, well, technically, he or she doesn't, it don't beat me. And we don't really fight that much. And he don't raise his hands at me. And he don't cuss me out. That's what humans are. Those are things that humans, no matter in a relationship or not, is supposed. You're not supposed to raise your voice at anybody. You're not supposed to raise your hands at anybody. You're not supposed to disrespect nobody. Anyways, that is the baseline. If that's why you stay. What the F? Seriously. If you are not being... Should I keep going or should I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings? Or should I keep going or should I stop? Stop me now before I hurt somebody's feelings. Stop me now before I hurt somebody's feelings. I'm about to hurt somebody's feelings. Because I know some of you have this right here. I feel it in my spirit. Too many have low stat. Let me tell you this. Oh my God. She doesn't do all these things to me. She doesn't really cheat. You know? You're not supposed to. That's the basic. Well, he doesn't bring me no drama. You're not supposed to have drama. But are you inspired? Because a healthy relationship will make you love yourself even more. That's one. A healthy relationship will make you feel inspired to be the greatest version of yourself that you could possibly think of. That's two. A healthy relationship makes you love life and experience life on a whole different level. That's three. A healthy relationship shows you how beautiful you really are. That's four. A healthy relationship brings love and compassion and empathy in your life. Listen, this right here, this is why you're in a relationship. All the extra crap, why do you keep it around? Why do you keep it around? If it doesn't do those things for you, you don't need it. If it doesn't do them things to you, you don't need it. A healthy relationship will bring you peace. You don't go looking for peace. You don't go looking for garbage or drama. It brings you are a healthy relationship. You are unbothered. You'll be meditating all day. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. A healthy relationship makes you feel secure in being you, and it makes you comfortable you being you. It makes you just feel so peaceful at being you and being yourself. Because if this brother or this sister could love me just like I am, God dang it, why do I need to pretend to be something else? Anywhere else I go. A healthy relationship, nobody seek too much from you. Because a healthy relationship, I love me, you love you. I don't try to pull you in places and put you in places just to make my ego feel stroked. I don't need all them extra things for you to belittle yourself just to make me feel good. I don't need you to lie to me to make me feel good. Because I love me, I love you, you love you. Therefore, damn it, a healthy relationship, nobody has to pretend to be anything or do anything. I don't have to pull on your love and tug and seek all your attention and seek your time and to be in the middle of hey, when you coming home? Hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? No, you are at peace. You don't need all the extra stuff because you feel what's up. That's a healthy relationship. Nobody calling you. Hey, can you FaceTime me because I didn't know where you are? That's not healthy. That's doubts. That's distrust. Hey, where you at? You should be home 2 hours ago. Whatever. If you can't respect me being me and me being what I want to do and me doing what I want to do, then you don't need to be with me. See, many of us, we are so scared to lose that person. See, in a healthy relationship, you're not afraid to lose anyone. For what? You feel everything is already good. Where they going? Going where? See, in a healthy relationship, I have to love me. You loving me is extra. But I have to love me. Trinidad, what's good? I have to love me. And you have to love you. And that's how you feel secure. With no matter what happens. The problem is I don't love me and you don't love you. So I need to pull you and you need to pull me. So I could always feel validated. I gotta validate you. You gotta validate me all the time so that you could feel special. No, that's too much. I shouldn't have to be all your life. You shouldn't make me all your life. I don't want to be all your life. I don't want to be all and everything to you. I don't want to have that kind of power. And I don't want to be that type of person in your life to be everything you did. I'm not everything. See, a person who if I love me, I could satisfy myself. I could please myself. I'm fine when I'm alone. I'm fine when I'm with you. I'm fine when you're gone. I'm fine when you stay. I'm fine when you're 5 miles away. I'm fine when you're 10 miles away. I'm fine when you're at work. See, when I love me, I'm peaceful. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. See, when I love me, I'm invested in me. I ain't got time to be thinking about you. See, when I love me, I ain't worried about you. That worrying crap is too much. I don't, man. You know when you love you? See, when you love you, you keep invested in yourself. You studying, you growing. You just want to be like, it's not that you have to at any point to prove, but if you love something, you invest in it. That's one of the biggest thing about love. See, you could be sure when something loves you, or when you love something, or when someone loves you, because they invest in you. Investment is a very important part of love. And once somebody is investing in you, investing their time, their energy, their love, their words, their beauty, their peace, when people invested in you, that's love. But you gotta invest in you. You gotta invest that in you. See, when you invest that in you, shoot. See, many people don't invest that inside of themselves. It's correct. But yeah, many people don't invest that type of love and commitment in themselves. Many people are committed to the person, not committed to their own happiness. See, people don't want to be committed. See, when you commit to your, see, the word commit, if people ask me, does people commit still? Don't you? Are there men who are committed? Committed to what? See, you think because I'm in a relationship with you, you know, your commitment is about your peace. If it's not about your peace, you're wasting your time. If it's not about your love, you're wasting your time. You got to be committed to yourself. That's the first commitment, is to yourself. You can't commit to someone else before you commit to you. Because if not, they're going to drag you everywhere they go. And have you ever been drugged before? When you are drugged, it's not a good feeling. You're getting scraped and bruised. No, you're going exactly where they want to go. You ain't going where you want to go. See, a lot of people will give up their own selves just to make someone else happy. People will give up their own selves, their own peace. You don't come in this world to be somebody else's husband or wife. Man, F that. You just don't come in this world. Woo! Some of y'all don't like the statement. You don't come in this world just to be somebody else's wife or somebody's husband. You know how big this world is? And you want that's all you want to experience, just to be somebody's wife or husband? So you spend your time chasing a relationship, you spend your time chasing happiness, you spend your time chasing the perfect mate, the perfect wife, you spending your time chasing the perfect person. You came here to earth to experience life in all angles, but yet I just want to be somebody's wife. Yo, get that crap fixed. I just want to be somebody's wife. When my king comes, who comes? Who, Jesus? When your king comes, man, come, go the hell with that. You ain't waiting for a king to come. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you right now. You are a perfect being with masculine energy and feminine energy. You are the perfect creation with masculine and feminine vibes. You got the perfect creation where there's a perfect and complete level of duality in you. You just don't want to experience your own masculine and feminine stuff. You want to experience somebody else. Am I going too far? Oh my God. Do you believe some people are hopeless? Like 29 years old and so deeply insecure, hurt, they can't. It's not, I don't think it's hurt. I mean, I don't think people are hopeless. I think people sometimes you just don't want to see certain things. Hopeless? I was 29 years old and garbage. When I was 29, I was garbage. I was literally garbage. Like, you could pick me up from the side of the street. I was literally at 29, I was just garbage. Ridiculous, insecure and angry and all this crap, abusing women for sex. Not abuse, well, I was sexing women. I was doing all this crap. I was trash at 29. But let me tell you, someone said there is no coming to consciousness without pain. Okay? There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Everyone has their time, and everyone will evolve on their time. You just can't force somebody to wake up. It's not their time. It's not going to happen. Everybody hears everyone. Everyone hears my voice, but everybody receives me differently. Everyone I've heard, trust me on this one, everybody knows. And everybody I've heard the messages. And everybody I've heard, I'm hurt when you do this. If you do this, it hurts me. If you do this, it makes me... We have heard these things, but many of us are not ready to listen. The problem is with that, is we are the ones who want to stick by them so that they could wake up next to us. We want to wake people up. It's not your job to wake people up. It's not your job to plant seed, but sometimes the seed is not going to grow. The seed don't grow instantly. See, no seed grow when you plant it. Sometimes, like when you look at the Chinese bamboo tree, the Chinese bamboo tree, it takes a couple years to grow, to start to sprout out. So you plant the seed and you gotta water it, you gotta water it every single day for years, for like 2 years. And then in 9 months, that tree sprouts up about 20 feet. It takes years and years to even come above the ground. But in 9 months, when it comes above the ground, it just... That's the awakening process right there. It takes a while to wake up, because there's no coming to consciousness without what? Pain. People are taking a while to wake up. Have you ever spoken to someone when they're sleeping? Have you ever spoken to someone when they're sleeping? My son sleepwalk, and talking to him when he's sleepwalking is the most annoying experience you'll ever experience. I told you my story last time. Everybody is asleep in the house. I walk in my kitchen. I hear this noise in my pantry. I'm like, I must have a big ass rat. My son was sleeping in bed at 8:30. I walk in my kitchen and I'm hearing this noise, door closed, but I'm hearing the noise in my pantry. So I'm like, oh my God, I got a big ass rat. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I'm starting to, because I don't want to kill a rat, because I don't kill animals. I don't kill rodents and I don't kill things. I don't kill animals. I can't replace it, so I don't kill it. So I'm like, how do I get this thing out of my house? So I'm like, okay, let me open this door, because I need to see what's in there. I open the door, my son... My son is in the pantry on top of my water, my case of water. He's on top my case of water with his head down, walking around on my case of water. And I looked at him, he didn't even see me. He had his tongue walking around. So I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm looking for, hey, what are you doing? Daddy. Boy, what are you saying? Speak. Finally they realize, oh, you still sleeping. God dang it. You look completely awakened. You look like you up. You look like you are conscious. And you look like you know what you're doing, but you really don't. And it's the most frustrating thing to speak to somebody who's sleeping. Now, many of you all are in a relationship with some sleeping ass people. and you trying to wake them up. People look awakened. People look like they don't know what they're doing. People look like they're conscious, but they're doing shit that you... If you bring in pain to someone, and you bring in distrust, and you bring in all these things, and you break in somebody's spirit, you sleeping. And if you stay with a sleeping person, your ass is going to be put in a coma sooner or later. See, many of you all are with people who are sleeping. Because if you are awakened, you realize what you are doing. And when you realize that you are bringing pain and dysfunction and anger and all this stuff towards someone, you stop. If you know that you're with a sleeping person, leave the situation. Don't try to wake them up. They're not ready to be awakened. Because when you awake, when you try to awaken someone who is not ready to wake up, they're going to hate you and they're going to resent you because they're not ready. We are in relationship and committed to sleeping people all day long. And it's frustrating you because they cannot understand what you are saying. How can they understand your pain and what you are saying and your reality if they're sleeping? My son didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm talking, he's not frustrating. I am getting frustrated because I can't understand him. He's sleeping. He's not. The next morning, Joshua, did you remember? Remember what, Daddy? At this point, Joshua, did you remember what? Daddy, remember what? You remember walking in the pantry last night? No. But this is what you do. You holding on to crap that the sleeping person do, and they don't even remember. Oh my God. You breaking your own heart because you holding on to resentment. You holding on to resentment and anger. You holding on to crap that they did years ago. They don't even remember because they're sleeping. They're sleeping. Dead. Just unconscious. They could sleep at night. They are unbothered with you. You're the one bothered because you're messing with a sleepy person. Listen. Stop being so attached to a desired outcome. When you marry someone who is sleeping, when you're with someone who is sleeping, snoring too, right, Lisa? When you're with someone, leave them alone, let them sleep. Leave. They won't even miss you anyways. Leave. And this is why you try so hard to stay relevant, because you want them to miss you. They don't miss you. They don't miss you because they're sleeping. You just getting in their way. They're sleeping. You think people do these things do you think men or women hurt people when they awaken? You know the value of pain. One moment whole humanity will be, I hope so. You know the value of pain. You know what pain feels like. You think that you're going to bring pain to someone that you already know how to... You think, if I am awakened, you think I'm going to just bring you pain? I mean, let's think about this. It takes a harsh person to bring you pain purposely. Seriously, it takes someone who has no compassion, no love, no empathy, no sympathy to just bring you pain. If you are in a relationship where you are just suffering, you are in pain all the time, it's time. I don't sleep for many hours. I sleep for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't need all the sleep. I'm too young. My body is completely awakened. I don't sleep for long. Sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night. Sometimes I get like 7 hours. Sometimes when when I crash because I just worked out but usually maybe the 5 days a week I get like 5 hours sleep. I don't need all the sleep. People don't need all the sleep that they think they do. People just sleep because they're stressed and the mind is tired. You know, you sleep longer when your mind is tired because your body ain't that damn tired. Your mind is tired. That's why you sleep. My mind is, my mind is never tired. My mind is never anywhere. My mind is so at rest usually all day. My mind, I don't stress. I don't have drama in my life. I don't have nothing in my life that I'm going through. I'm not sick. I'm healthy. I'm healed. I'm this. I have nothing, absolutely nothing in my life that I need to be focused on or think about. I don't have those things. But the average person, we have all these things because we are attracting all these things with our thoughts and our mindset. Listen, you got to wake up. And listen, let me tell you who stays. Let me tell you who stays. What's going on, Ray? Let me tell you who stays with someone who's sleeping. Someone who's sleeping too. Because if you was awakened, you won't stay with someone who's sleeping. It's a completely different frequency. Somebody who's sleeping is unconscious.